So hey guys, I'm finally getting to do my Q&A and I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has subscribed to me, shared a video, liked a video, commented on a video, and it's just been such a privilege to finally reach 100 subscribers. I can't believe I made it this far. I wouldn't have thought it in my entire life, but let's just get started. Yeah, I got this today. These first few questions come from Instagram, and the first person that commented was Pop Art Daniel. Pop Tart Daniel. Is a very close friend of mine. Daniel, you should check out his channel, Groovy Gamers. He does gaming videos. But he asks, why are you so goddamn sexy? I'm not really sure. I guess it's genetics or something. The second question from Instagram comes from Citizen Austin, Austin Gaby. He's a very awesome YouTuber. He is very open-minded about film. He talks a lot about he has a very broad and variety of film interests that I am very interested in watching, saying what films he comments on, and I always watch them, so definitely check him out. What inspired you to start YouTube? What inspired me to start YouTube was to kind of start talking with a community of people, because before I started YouTube, I really didn't have anybody to talk film with, like seriously and like on a same basis, and talk about movies that I love and stuff like that. And now that I'm kind of a part of this community, I'm very happy to talk to people that love film and getting comments and stuff like that, just starting a discussion about films. And yeah, I think I've converted some friends into being cinephiles now, but I really wanted to talk to people about film, so that's why I was kind of lonely on that. So that's why I joined YouTube. The second question is best vacation. My best vacation would have to be when I went to Tonila, Mexico. That's in like the central Mexico, yeah, in Guadalajara. It was a very nice trip. I got to visit some cousins, and it was like this little town, and it was very nice, and everybody just felt very stitched together. Everybody felt very much friendly and very united, and you feel like you can talk to some random person on the street and they'll just be nice to you. And it's like, it's a place that you don't have to worry about robberies or crime being committed, because everybody in the town knows everybody, and I just love having that feeling. And then when I have to leave, it was kind of like the most depressing day of my life having to leave that place, but I really love that place and I would like to visit it sometime again. AJ Osuna 14, also known as Alberto Osuna, my cousin. You should have seen him in a couple of videos. He has two questions, and he asks, have you had a penis so long enough to satisfy your crush? Okay, from now on, I'm not answering questions about my genitals. But no. And the second question is, why do you like Birdman so much? I can go on and on about Birdman and how amazing it is. But simply in my review, I explained a lot of the points that I loved, but one thing that I didn't really mention was how relatable and how I see myself in Regan's shoes. Just kind of trying to be relevant all the time, and just letting your subconscious just take over you. And the character is very relatable to me, is what I'm trying to say. But I love that movie for various reasons: cinematography, drum score only. I love the drum score only too. The direction by Alejandro G. Gonzalez Inarritu is just absolutely brilliant, and I can't wait to see more from him. So that's why I love Birdman so much. So these next questions come from YouTube, and the first question from the YouTube comments comes from Toddy Walnuts, and Toddy Walnuts is a very loyal subscriber to me, and I thank you very much for watching all my videos. And he does a bunch of videos just showing off his collection. His collection is massive, so definitely check that out. But he asks, what got you started in the YouTube community? What made you decide to join? Well, like I said, I really didn't have anybody to talk to in my school, because not a lot of people take film very seriously. But that's why I kind of wanted to join, so I can talk to people more about film and just talk to people about film. Who was the first YouTuber that you subscribed to? I've had the channel for 2 years, and I believe the first YouTuber that I subscribed to was Seven Webheads. The reason being because I was a massive Spider-Man fan at the time, and he made a lot of videos about the upcoming Amazing Spider-Man 2 that pumped on my mind to see that thing, almost like a news reporting at times. His third question is, what is your main goals for your YouTube channel? Honestly, collaborating a lot with other people, because making videos on my own sometimes can get a little boring, so I always need once in a while to make a video with a friend or something, and make a video with one of you guys. I think that would be like the best thing ever, and yeah, just this channel to be more of a community instead of just being focused and driven right now. Thank you, Toddy Wellness, for your questions. And then these next few questions come from Cormac Real, another great subscriber of mine. He asks 3 favorite movies of this year so far. I haven't seen very many movies that I would consider like absolutely amazing, like 10 out of 10. Like that's my top 20 so far. But out of 2015 that I've seen so far, my favorites are Kingsman, Mad Max Fury Road, but I guess out of the 6 that I've seen, Jurassic Park, I guess. So those 3. Movie you're not excited for, but everybody else is. Mine is Jurassic World. And then he comments again, well, I take that back. What I said about Jurassic World, it was pretty good. I mean, I do agree with you. I wasn't very excited about Jurassic World, even though a lot of people were. But then I went to go see it, and it's not that I was disappointed. I wasn't going in with high hopes anyways. But I was still pretty disappointed. I'll make my review sometime soon, but yeah, that's a movie that I really wasn't excited about. And I guess Terminator Genesis, which a lot of people aren't really excited about, but I just think that thing is going to be really terrible. My friend Gabe actually made a review for it, so you can check it out right in the description below. Favorite food. Probably, I always eat it once a year, like during Christmas time, and it always have that special flavor and just amazing boiled eggs in the middle. It's amazing. Okay, it has nostalgia and it's amazing at the same time. It's kind of like Toy Story. Least favorite food? Anything from McDonald's. Like I don't mean the type of food, but the way they serve it is pretty disgusting. That's why it's my lowest rating. No, starvation is my lowest rating. Yeah. But McDonald's. Favorite movie of 2010 so far? I've taken some time to think about this, and what I can conclude is either Django Unchained or Birdman. I apologize if I mentioned Birdman a lot in this video. I just love that movie to death. Thank you, Cormac, for your questions, and now we move on to future polygamous cinema darling Francesca. Awesome YouTuber. Everybody go check her out. But she says, yay, Aaron, I'm so excited you reached 100 subscribers. My questions. What age did your passion for film start? This varies a little bit because ever since I was a little kid, I've always had this interest in being an actor and like performing and being famous because I really liked people who acted and stuff and movies and stuff. But it wasn't until I was the age of 12 when I realized I was like, I have a really big interest in film, so I started watching reviews from Jeremy Johns, and that's mainly how a lot of people actually started with their passion for films, and that's where I started when I was 12 years old, and then moving on 13. Present day, I definitely do have a lot more knowledge, but yeah, 10 years old was 10. Oh, that would have been amazing. 12 years old is when I started having my passion for film. Favorite music biopic? I haven't seen many music biopics, but out of the ones that I have seen, The Doors is definitely a very depressing film, but a very accurate portrayal and a very, very amazing performance by Val Kilmer as Jim Morrison. Because God, he owns this role, owns it. Val Kilmer is Jim Morrison, absolutely. Probably never gonna see this again though. It's pretty depressing. I might see it some other time in my life, but right now it doesn't look very like a very replayable movie. Her third question is, Gone with the Wind or The Wizard of Oz? I'm gonna have to tread lightly on this one because The Wizard of Oz is a little overrated, honestly. Everybody has their opinions, absolutely. Chase hates a lot of movies that I love, but oh well. Yeah, Gone with the Wind is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time, and the scale of the movie is a lot bigger than The Wizard of Oz, and they're two very different movies, but they're kind of from the same era. But Gone with the Wind definitely is more story driven and it's all those things. It's visually driven, it's cinematically, I can't even describe it in words, man. The Gone with the Wind is just honestly one of my favorite movies because it's very long. The story is a little bit long-winded at times, but definitely a very masterful gem. But compared to The Wizard of Oz, I just don't know why a lot of people praise it for some reason, because I like it a lot. I just don't think it's this absolutely amazing thing. It's just better than Gone with the Wind, because Gone with the Wind is a technical achievement on every single way. And put it shortly, Gone with the Wind is definitely my preferred over the two. And her last question is, what would you like to do in the film industry? I've been thinking this over a lot. Past few days, it was a director or a cinematographer. Because cinematography, obviously a director, I like to direct movies. But cinematography, man, does a film look good when a film looks good? That's why I kind of want to be a cinematographer to kind of learn how to make a film look absolutely beautiful, and also a screenwriter too. Like, I would like to do most anything except for marketing. So thank you for your questions. So this next question comes from a douchebag named Game Bonsa. Says, would you ever like to work with Michael Bay? And why? I mean, sure. If I ever want like explosions with like white fireworks inside of them, yeah, I would totally work with him. Leroy Green 85 asks, what are your plans for this summer? My plans for this summer is to grow my knowledge on movies more and to get more videos and to watch more movies, and my main goal is to get a music video out. Second question is, what are your ultimate goals for your YouTube channel? Like I said previously, is to make collaborations with other YouTubers, because filming sometimes alone does get a little bit boring, so that's why I kind of want to make my channel a little bit more interactive than I usually do. And the last question is, movies you're looking forward to this summer? Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, or for some reason it's Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. They probably added an extra "and," but anyways, I'm looking forward to that movie because Alberto, my cousin, recommended it to me, and it was getting the same praise as Whiplash, and a lot of people are praising it right now. So I hope this doesn't go by me like Whiplash did. That one and Dope, because it's dope. Thank you for your questions. And Peter from the Bearded Movie Guy, we're having an upcoming collaboration, so definitely stick around for that. And his questions are, favorite director? You know, I've thought this out for a couple of days and probably even weeks now, but it's got to go down to 3 directors. It's got to be Danny Boyle, because I love Trainspotting, 127 Hours, 28 Days Later, and Slumdog Millionaire, all fantastic movies, but he doesn't always have great movies under his belt, like Millions and some crappy made-for-TV movie that he made sometime in the past. But yeah, I just think he's a master at what he does, and he's a pretty good director. Quentin Tarantino, obviously, is an amazing screenwriter and an amazing director too. But he has some bad movies, Death Proof. But other than that, I think his movies are pretty awesome. So I haven't watched Jackie Brown, unfortunately. And my third choice was Wes Anderson, because he just has this very unique style to him and his shot composition. Oh my god, his cinematography is absolutely amazing. And he possibly even has my favorite movie of all time. So yeah, most hated director. I was gonna say Michael Bay, but just Michael Bay, he's always the one who's getting hit, and you know, like he's always the one that's always abused by the public. So no, I'm gonna go with some other director, Uwe Boll. I'm gonna pronounce his name like that now. Uwe Boll. He posted a video on Kickstarter that just made me look at him and say, man, this guy's an asshole. But aside from being an asshole, he has some pretty bad movies under his belt. Bad. Terrible movies. Favorite movie? I have some. Now let me list them pretty quickly. Birdman, Trainspotting, The Graduate, Leaves of Grass, Pulp Fiction, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Babel, and a bunch of other movies. But out of these that I mentioned, possibly Fantastic Mr. Fox. I don't know what it is about that film. I just love it so much. And Trainspotting. And all those other stuff. Favorite pizza topping? This is gonna sound kind of weird, but mushrooms. I like mushrooms. Fast food chicken place. I'm not sure if this would be considered a fast food chicken place, but Church Chicken is definitely the place that I would go first to say, oh my god, I feel like eating chicken. Let's go to Chicken Churches now. Any plans on growing a beard? Absolutely. Yeah, when I'm 20, I want to have like this very Jake Gyllenhaal-ish beard when I'm 20, so I can look kind of cool at least, and work out a little bit to look at these. They're like sticks. Handheld weapon of choice in the zombie apocalypse. An axe that extends, because if I'm gonna have to face zombies up close, that I just died the first 5 minutes of the zombie apocalypse for sure. Give me one movie that I have to see and I haven't already reviewed it, I will. Martyrs. Martyrs is just amazing. Warning though, it's incredibly disturbing, but I love it. It's possibly my favorite horror movie of all time. I love it. It's not for everyone for sure. I would like to hear what you think. If you love it, if you hate it, I'm just glad you watched it and take my recommendation into consideration, and probably never again if you hate this movie. Oh well, looking forward to a review. Definitely. Chase from A Few Mixed Reviews, the guy who discovered me almost a year ago and got me involved into this community. Thank you so much, Chase. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And he asks, favorite movie scene? I have a bunch of them, but off the top of my head. Favorite quote again. Coming back to Birdman.
It means my reputation is riding on this, and that's worth a lot. Exactly. Right. Fuck you. Yes. If this doesn't work out for you, you fuck off back to your studio pals and dive back into that cultural genocide you guys are perpetrating. You know, the douchebag's born every minute. That was P.T. Barnum's premise when he invented the circus, and nothing much has changed. And you guys know that if you crank out any toxic piece of crap, people will line up and pay to see it.
Favorite character? Bernie from Bernie, played by Jack Black. Jack Black was actually playing a character in that thing. I was very glad. And he's a little bit feminist. I like his character a lot. He's pretty sensitive, and it kind of proves how all of us can crack at a certain time. And a thing that I loved about that movie is that it's directed by Richard Linklater. I had no idea. His last question is, what does Drake Bell need to do in order to win the Oscar? Drake Bell doesn't need to do anything. It's so stupid white people concentrate too much on American Sniper. And these last questions come from Homer Power. I've seen so many of your videos. I've known you for a very long time, almost like half of my runtime on YouTube here, and I think it was even more. But definitely check him out too, and Chase and everybody else. But his questions are, what is a better movie, Gravity or Interstellar? I'm calling out now. Interstellar is probably a better movie because I haven't seen Interstellar yet, but Gravity definitely was lacking in the departments of the acting chops and in the characters and the story, and it was all very visually driven. But I am honestly putting my chips on Interstellar for being a better movie, even though I haven't seen it yet. But it is probably a better movie for sure. What do you think is the most unnecessary movie trilogy? Taken. We ended the story at the first one. Let's just have a sweet ass action movie. Don't ruin it. It would have been fine then. You didn't have to have Taken 2 or Taken 3. I lived through Taken 3. It was awful. Question number 3. Have you ever gotten carded for saying or buying a rated R movie? I've never been carded. It's never been that bad. But I have been warned a few times by movie theaters that, hey, you can't watch this movie because you gotta have an ID or you gotta be over 17. You're 16 too, but you gotta be over 17 years old to watch this movie. They've only given me warnings. That's it. I've never been carded. That hasn't been that bad, luckily. Coke break. I am not sponsoring Coke at all. I just found my name on it and I thought that was really awesome. Have you ever tried to film a video at a certain location but wasn't allowed to? No, because I've never really tried to film at Walmart or Best Buy or Target. I did try at Walmart once. It was really awkward because there's a lot of people in Walmart, but hopefully if I go Blu-ray shopping with someone weird in the future that is just weird as us, to go and buy just movies at Best Buy, then yeah, I'll film there for sure. But I've never really filmed anywhere in public where it wasn't allowed to because I've never really filmed that much in public. It's always been here in my room. Number 5, what is your favorite and least favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant probably has to go to Las Pupusas, Mama Lipa. I think that's, yeah, I love that place. And my least favorite restaurant is probably Soup Plantation because, it's simple. What's a movie that you hate but everybody loves? I have a bunch of views, but I'm not going to go off on a rant about Hollywood. No, I'm going to say directly now to the face of the internet. The Avengers. I don't like that movie at all. I bought it on Blu-ray on Black Friday and I regret it because I returned Batman the Steelbook and Gladiator the Steelbook just to get Rise of the Planet of the Apes and the Avengers. But the Avengers is not a movie that I love. It's a movie that I enjoy, what I don't like. I will never see it again, probably in my entire life. I probably will, probably not, but I don't like that movie, and I don't know why it gets so much praise. And I'm just getting very sick and tired of Marvel and stuff, and these superheroes, and it's just getting insane. And I just really don't like it. What's a movie that everybody hates but you love? I actually love Yogi Bear, because Yogi Bear, to me, it is pretty stupid. I recognize that. It's attached to my childhood. That's why I love it so much, and it's very near and dear to my heart. That's why I love it so much. It's my guilty pleasure, I guess, even though I don't have any problem saying that I like a movie. His 8th question is, do you like Hot Pockets? If you do, then what is your favorite kind? My favorite kind is pepperoni Hot Pockets. Or is there like a different kind? Correct me if I'm wrong, but pepperoni. I love Hot Pockets. I don't have them very often, but when I do have them, they're very good, and they're a very great snack to accompany a movie. What's your favorite and least favorite soda? My favorite soda, aside from Diet Coke with my name on it, it has to be Orange Fanta. I don't know why. I don't know what Orange Fanta does for me. It's just pretty amazing. And my least favorite kind is probably pineapple. It's just not a very good flavor. The flavor doesn't really sit in my mouth very well. Number 10, do you have a collection of the ticket stubs of movies that you saw in theaters? I actually do. I'm pretty sure I have a lot more than these, but the ones that I recall having for sure is The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and this was the second ticket that I got because I watched it twice in theaters, but I don't have the original ticket. But I have one for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then I have another one for Mad Max Fury Road in 2D. I mean, it was fine in 2D. Then I have one for Jurassic Park that I watched like 2 days ago. Yeah. Yes, I do actually collect my movie tickets. I also have one for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. But anyways, thank you, Homer Power, for your questions, and that is the end of the Q&A number 2. Again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has subscribed to me, and definitely subscribe to me, please, because I would really appreciate it, and I'm trying my best to get the best content possible for my channel, and for the sake of you guys enjoying it and getting some entertainment, or, you know, like, some enjoyment out of it, because I know a lot of people love Blu-ray collection videos and movie reviews, and you know who you are. Definitely subscribe to everybody down below and who asked a question, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it won't be too long. And yeah, bye.